and welcome back to my channel. My name's Emma. Thanks for being here. Today we are going to put the spring and spring break. So as a teacher, I have the week off this week, but I'm not going on a trip. Obviously, I'm still here at home. And I decided that I needed to find a way to make this week more fun and interesting. So that means we're putting the spring back in spring break. Unfortunately, Kansas did not get the memo that it was spring break, and we had snow and 15-degree weather yesterday. So I have to get a little creative and find ways to make it feel like springtime, even though the weather didn't really agree with that. My plan today is to head out very soon and head to a greenhouse, since that will be inside and I'll be nice and warm in there. They have special flower displays right now that I think will be really cool to look at. They have a little coffee shop in there, so I'm hopeful that I can get myself a matcha. And I think I might take a book and just kind of hang out and look around, maybe browse, maybe get a plant, we'll see. But that is my plan today, to try to just bring some springtime energy into this week. I hope you stick around and see what we get up to this week. I think it'll be really fun. I think that even with it being a little cold, that we'll be able to really just bring out some springtime vibes here in Kansas. I have been yapping for way too long, and so I'm going to head out now and go to the greenhouse, and I will check in with you guys later. Okay, look at how cute this is. It's a snail watering can. It's so cute. It's $60 though, so it will not be coming home with me, but it's very cute. All right, I'm coming at you from the parking lot. I was kind of disappointed because the plant displays, they took down. They literally only had them up for the weekend, and I saw photos of them and they looked really cool, but they have already taken them down 2 days later. So that was kind of disappointing. I mean, it's still fun to go in and there's obviously lots of plants to still see, but some of their displays were like big, extravagant displays of like flowers from different countries, and I don't know, it just looked really cute, and so I'm kind of sad about that. They did at least have the coffee shop, so I got a matcha. It's very green. It's supposed to be a orange vanilla matcha. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really taste the orange or the vanilla, but it's good. It hits the spot. It's perfect for St. Patrick's Day today. I have some time now, and I think I'm gonna go to Michael's and see what they have for some of their springtime stuff. So I will show you if I find anything cool in there. So I made it back from shopping and going to the plant store, still working on my matcha. I thought I would share what I picked up from Michael's. So first thing I got was these little blue gemstone thingies. This is gonna be for my fairy garden that I work on later this week. So you'll see these later on. I also just needed to pick up some more super glue, so I got some of that. And then I kind of splurged and I got myself a pack of the Ohuhu, I think is how you say it, markers. So it's a pack of 24 markers. Here are the colorways that it comes with. So I thought this was a good beginner set to kind of see if I like these markers for when I use them in like my coloring books. I am a little worried that I will like them too much because they're very expensive, and I'm worried I'm gonna want to buy more of them. But it would also be good if I didn't like them, because then I won't want to spend more money on it. But this was 30% off, so I think I got it for like 25 bucks, which is still a lot for markers, but this is something that I think I could use a lot, and I just kind of wanted to treat myself. So I'm really excited to use these. You'll probably see them a little bit later in this video, me trying them out on one of my coloring books. So very excited about that purchase. That was the last thing I got from Michaels. I looked at some of the fairy garden things, but it was all full price and nothing really spoke to me, and I didn't really feel like spending that much money on the fairy garden things because it just sits outside and gets ruined. So I just decided to go with those few things that I got from Michaels. Then I also stopped at Target just to get some random household items, but I also picked up a few fun things because you can never go to Target and only get what's on your list. So I thought I'd share that too. So I got the Glow Reviver Lip Oil from e.l.f. I heard Erin Davila talking about this in one of her older videos, and so I just was like, let me try it. And she always has really good like lip game. That sounds weird, but like she always has really nice lip combos. I was like, let me try something that she uses and raves about, and we'll see if I like it. So I'm excited to try this out. The other thing that I got has been on my wish list for books for a long time. I got Nocticadia, the sprayed edge version. I definitely could have bought this book from a small shop, and I try to buy books from small shops, but I haven't seen any of the small bookstores I go to have the sprayed edge, and I just really love sprayed edge books. I think they're so fun and so unique, and they look great on bookshelves, and my bookshelf is like my pride and joy. So I just kind of decided, okay, I'm gonna get it from Target. I've had my eye on this book for a long time. I've already read it and I liked it so much that I wanted to get it for my bookshelf, and I'm just really excited to have it and to display it on my bookshelf. If you've never heard about Nocticadia, it's a very dark romance book. I would say there are like fantasy elements, but it's still rooted in reality. It's a great book to read around Halloween. It's very creepy. I will say that when I first started reading it, I was like, what did I get myself into? But it is really good if you like dark romance, if you like a little bit of, I would even say like a little bit of horror elements. It's definitely not something I would read all the time, but I really enjoyed it. I just really like this book. I'm very excited to have it on my bookshelf, and it was another treat yourself purchase. So very excited about that. So those are the things that I got. I think now the rest of the day / evening, I think I'm just gonna probably try out my new markers. You might see some clips of that, but otherwise I think that's about it for today for our springtime fun that we're gonna get up to. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. It is now Wednesday, and I am going to work on my little DIY idea I had for my fairy garden. My plan is to use these blue rocks I bought yesterday to make like faux water / pond stream thing around my fairy garden, and then I'm going to use some sticks and build a little bridge to put over the water to just make it a little more whimsical and magical. When I took Chip out, I went and I just grabbed a bunch of little twigs, which is great because it's been really windy, so there's lots on the ground. It was easy to find. And my plan is to just use some super glue and build a little bridge, and then after I build it, we'll go outside and we'll see how it looks, and I might lay out the rocks and we'll see just how it turns out. I'm gonna work on building the bridge now, and I will check in with you later. This is where my fairy garden lives currently, and my goal is to make like a border around here and maybe make a fence and add in rocks and just add a lot of different little things so it looks more full fairy garden-esque. That's what I'm going to work on right now, and we will see what the finished product looks like. So I made a little fence that goes around, and then there's some rocks that lead to both of the houses. You have to go over the bridge that I made to get to that house. And then there's the blue rocks for the river and the little pond. I put a little froggy in there. There's some mushrooms around. And I added a little bit of moss on both of the houses as well. But it's just so cute, and I can't wait to keep adding to it. Happy Friday and happy first day of spring. I am out on our patio, which is currently a mess. I will show you in just a second. I need to clean it up and plant the new flowers I just bought and just get it all springtimeified since the weather is going to be good from now on, it looks like. Fingers crossed. So I am going to work on cleaning up this patio, getting it all springified, and then get to spend some time out here the rest of today. I will pop back in with you a little bit later after it's all cleaned up. This is the current state of our patio. In disarray. Need to do a lot of cleaning. So everything is clean now. I'm gonna take a little lunch break, and then I will get to potting all of the plants.